This is for entertainment purposes only. This short story is only for people over the age of 18.
The beast was larger than a house and wider than a river.
The blond man in gleaming silver armor stated with a mug of ale in his hand.
The teeth were sharp daggers and a wide mouth, big enough to swallow a horse whole. But those teeth knew differently. It would have bit right through my enchanted armor.
Hold up.
The barkeep said to the knight.
Hey, you're not welcome here.
Stout.
The little greasy and dirty man said, getting to the stool by the tavern bar.
Didn't you hear me, you slimy little man?
The barkeep stated to the man's downcast eyes.
I said you are not welcome here.
What has this poor wretched soul done?
The knight asked.
He works for the Mad Mage.
The barkeep told the knight.
He brings that spawn of the devil food.
The Mad Mage is dead.
The little man said.
The Black Knight killed him. I saw it.
Oh, I wish to hear this tale.
The knight stated.
I have dealings with both the Mad Mage and the Black Knight. That Mad Mage has been said to go through towns and villages, collecting women with ungodly magic.
Aye, that's him.
The barkeep stated.
The Mad Mage will rumble into a village and strike the ground with his magic staff. All women of age to just before going gray will find themselves unable to resist going to before the Mad Mage to be inspected like cattle. The Mad Mage will take the women to his keep in the mountains, never to be seen again. This worthless pile of filth gives that spawn of Satan food.
He pays well, or did.
The little man stated.
Give him a stout, put it on my tab.
The knight stated.
I wish to hear of this killing by the Black Knight.
Fine.
The barkeep stated, going for a less than clean mug.
You're not sleeping here, cretin.
After what I saw, I'm not sure I'll ever sleep again.
The little man said.
Tell your tale.
The knight encouraged.
I wish to know what transpired. Start with your name.
I am Leech of Kelp Bay.
The little man said, drinking half the stout in one pull.
I have been employed by the Mad Mage for nearly 3 years, bringing him salted fish and anything else that is of magical interest, once a month. It paid well, and when I got to his keep, well, the women were very nice to look at.
You partook of their delights, I'm sure.
The barkeep sneered.
Aye.
Leech started to say, then his eyes went downcast again.
I am not in high enough position to get such a reward. I have seen princes, queens, all manners of governing royalty at the keep while I delivered my fish. I've seen unholy knights there, for reasons I do not know. I even saw a bishop come out of one of the bedchambers.
Blasphemy.
The barkeep claimed.
Then let God judge me.
Leech stated.
I know what I saw. I know what I saw just today. I saw the Black Knight.
Let us hear details, man.
The knight asked.
I went to the keep, as usual, with my 3 barrels of salted fish.
Leech looked around the tavern at the other enraptured faces.
I have a good deal on selling this fish if anyone is interested. Talk to me later. I got close to the keep, and that was when I saw smoke. Thick black smoke like someone was burning coal. I drove my cart up and around a bend before heading to the keep by foot. I know of a spot in the stonework, which might as well be a ladder, to let you climb up and look over the wall into the courtyard. I did and saw the most horrific sight in my life. It was the Black Knight in person.
Describe him.
The knight asked.
Tall.
Leech stated.
Taller than some trees. His armor was black like it had been roasted over a dirty fire. His helmet had 2 horns out the top, as if he were imitating the devil. A flat slit for his eyes, and a connecting slit up and down for his mouth was all his helmet was. He held a shield with no crest on it, just black. His sword sang as it went through the air, cutting through just about everything. I saw the Black Knight approach the main chambers of the keep. From there came the Mad Mage.
This was the battle?
The knight asked.
If you want to call it that.
Leech said and finished his drink.
The Black Knight called out the Mad Mage for crimes against God and humanity. Understand, at this point the Mad Mage had nearly a dozen fighters, enforcers, guardsmen that were ready to take down the Black Knight. The women of the keep were pressed against the walls of the courtyard, dressed in their lacy white outfits that were more like thin clouds than clothes. I didn't know who to support. The Mad Mage takes women for his own cardinal desires. The Black Knight kills with no remorse. At the time I was frozen with fear either would see me.
You're too small to be worth noticing.
The barkeep stated with a sneer.
Quiet.
The knight said, as did other patrons of the tavern.
Please, Leech of Kelp Bay, continue.
The men attacked the Black Knight.
Leech said, tipping his mug to get the last few drops of his stout.
I've never seen someone move that fast. The Black Knight clearly wasn't trying to kill the men. A hand cut off is survivable if treated quickly. Cut at the back of the heel will do you in for the rest of your life, but you'd be alive. A shield to the face broke out teeth and made a nose squirt blood, but not lethal. All 12 men went down in one form or another. The Black Knight should have had an easy road to the Mad Mage, but there's a reason why he's a mage. May I please have another stout?
Give it to him.
The knight said, serious and not wanting any talkback from the barkeep.
Please keep going, sir.
The Mad Mage struck the ground with his staff.
Leech said and took a smaller sip of his drink.
White and green lightning crackled from the globe on the top of it, and into the downed men's bodies. The men seemed to be possessed, or one of the undead, as they seemed forced to their feet, if they could make it, and fight the Black Knight until death. No longer in control of themselves, the Black Knight didn't hold back. A single swing and 6 heads were removed from their shoulders. The rest got bloodier. In no time, the Black Knight was again advancing on the Mad Mage.
The end of his terror.
The knight stated.
Not just yet.
Leech stated.
With the men gone, the mage only had his control over the women. Another strike of the magic staff on the ground, and more green lightning, but this time going into all the women. In an instant the women, thin, frail, wearing next to nothing, and armed only with teeth and nail, attacked the Black Knight.
The entire tavern was silent. Only the crackling of the fire could be heard. Leech closed his eyes as if the vision was before him, and he wished to block it out.
The Black Knight tried to push them back with his shield. I could see he was trying not to even nick the women with his sword. More women came, naked, from the chambers around the courtyard. A dozen women that had nothing in the form of a weapon or clothes attacked like ferocious animals. The Mad Mage cackled. That was when the Black Knight swung his blade. Metal cut into flesh and bone, but the only screams were those of possessed rage from the women, ending only when their lives did. Half the women went down before the Black Knight reached the Mad Mage.
Leech paused. It wasn't for effect. It looked like he was trying to keep the stout down.
Did it?
The barkeep tried to not sound like he was interested in the story.
Did it end?
Leech nodded his head.
It ended.
Leech stated.
A swing of his sword, women hanging off his arms and body, and the Black Knight's blade cut through both the staff and the Mad Mage's neck in one swing. The head went one way, and the globe on the staff another. I saw the globe of the staff strike the ground, crack, and shatter. The green lightning evaporated. All of the women dropped. I don't know if they were dead or not, but they did not move. I did not see what became of the Mad Mage's head. I was busy crawling down the keep's wall.
To run away.
The barkeep accused.
What was I to do?
Leech stated.
I have no love for the Mad Mage. I have even less love for the Black Knight. Everyone looked either dead or about to be so. Better to save my hide than get involved in something I have no part of.
Fine.
The barkeep stated with crossed arms.
Finish your stout and get out of here. I never want to see you in my tavern again.
Leech drained the mug and put it forcefully on the bar.
A shame, that is really good.
Leech said, standing up and getting off the stool.
If anyone wants any salted fish, I'll be down by the creek tending to my horses.
All eyes were on the little man as he left, but no one moved or spoke. As night fell, and the stars came out, the moon glowed half full, casting the hills and valleys in a silver shimmer. A thin haze of fog hung over the creek, where Leech was making sure his horses and wagon weren't going anywhere. 3 large barrels sat in the back of his open wagon, and smelling slightly of fish. From the dark shadows came a spinning gold coin to land on the barrel next to Leech's head. Leech looked at the gold coin and said,
Friend, you can have as much fish as you can carry.
You told the story just as I wanted.
A gruff voice said from the shadows. Stepping into the gray moonlight was the Black Knight in full armor.
You were listening?
Leech said, surprised.
Tell it just like you did at 2 more taverns, and then I'm done with you.
The Black Knight said, about to step back into the shadows.
Wait.
Leech called out, and the Black Knight stopped.
I don't understand. How is this going to get my sister away from the Mad Mage? Why have me lie about you killing him? What's the point?
There was a pause before the Black Knight said,
I can't fight him at his keep. The Mad Mage has too many tricks. I am only one man. If people were to believe he is dead, then the Mad Mage will come out and prove himself very much alive. In the open, with only a few of his fighters and none of his enslaved women, is the best place for me to stage an ambush.
You swear you'll get my sister back to her husband and children?
Leech asked and swallowed hard at making demands of such a frightening warrior.
I swear nothing.
The Black Knight said in his gruff voice,
I will fight for those that can't. I will do the dark deeds others won't. I have no king. I have no land. I have only God to judge me at my end. Let it be, because I would stand and do what must be done. The Mad Mage has taken his last mother, wife, daughter, no matter what royalty he has by his side. I will set up his judgment before God.
The final word was spoken, and the Black Knight melted into the dark. That night, Leech slept with his dagger in his hand, be it from robbers that wanted his coin, or the Black Knight that terrified Leech more than Satan himself.
The end. This was a work of fiction. Any similarity between people, living or dead, is purely coincidence. This scenario did not, or should not, have happened in real life. Thank you for listening.